Good day, everybody. It's Max, and this is Starboard. You betcha. And it's cold, people. It's cold. Hey, I got me some new toys. It turns out they've been posting little gift codes on Steam, and so if you enter the gift codes here, you get little things. For example, I guess one of the companies here is making a new game or something, and it has like this microbus in it. So if you make the micro, you can type it in for the microbus. And if you do it, they chirp. Yeah, they chirp. I think that's awesome. The good captain here, the latest code is for the captain's mug, because he loves his coffee. And, yep. Wah, wah. I know, that's great. And of course, it's all cold here. And even the minion. Yeah, even the minion does a little chirping. I think that's awesome. What are you doing, Max? We're doing level 7. The first episode. Level 7 is going to be a multi-part episode, people. It is what it is. It's crazy. It's a mega asteroid. I have had to play it a couple of times due to bugs, so that's unfortunate. But this one is working really well so far, so we're going to go with it. So, level 7, let's get to it. So people, we are ready to go to level 7 today. You betcha. Here at level 6, of course. Hey, look at that. That's 85 stars. That was very painful, people. 85 very painful stars. Now, we are actually going to do an episode where I've actually left the maps. We're actually going to go through the maps where I've got them all kind of souped up. Obviously, going through and doing that is... we're going to play some of the other levels and stuff like that a little later. I am actually going to do an episode where we actually go through the 7 maps and show you what I've got going on to get some of these crazy extra rewards because it's been pretty intense. We're going to travel to Sector 7. This is not my first time trying to do it, though. The first time, we ran into a major bug about 45 minutes into the recording, and unfortunately... it has to do with something you're going to see. I'll explain it at that time, and this major bug meant I couldn't progress in the map level anymore, so we are having to restart again. So we're going to travel to the next sector. You're going to get the cutscene, the whole 9 yards. I'm going to push this button here just so as we can get the border out of the way, and we're going to travel to the next sector and see how it goes. That's right, Sector 7. Signals from beyond. Finally, we've arrived at the big asteroid. The only thing left to do is set up the strange light detector. The only thing we need to build it and do stuff with it. Stella, no problem. Let's gather some samples. A challenge of space dust. Those cliffs look pretty shifty. Could be as brittle as eggshells. I don't mean to imply something, but Stella, let Russ stretch his wings a little. Not everybody enjoys being cooped up. You betcha. All right, this is the map, people. And the map, of course, is one mega asteroid. And we're going to get started here in a second. Now, if it crashes again, I'm going to start from this point forward every time. So there might be a quick cut here 2, 3, 4 times. I don't know. If not, then hey, we made this one work. But if not, then we'll do a quick cut here. Now, with that, now let's see what we can do. So this one rock has a lot of things, and a lot of things equals let's make it happen. So we're going to do this. We're going to enter, because, of course, you got to start somewhere, people. What an incredible asteroid. I've never seen any surface terrain like it. Wow. 3x4. That's actually pretty impressive. If we get the right stuff... it could be really good. We're going to see what happens. Okay. Stella, I don't think I'm getting up to those walls anytime soon. Yeah, because there's multi-levels of wall here, right? And we haven't been able to do anything with that up to this point. So what about level 2? We have a couple pieces of crystal there. Now, you got to remember, I have played this before the crashings. So... I am looking for certain key things here, people. I will admit, I'm using my knowledge of what I've got. We gotta haul stuff up to the ledges. I've got something in mind, but we'll need to test my invention, the elastoscope. Okay, whatever that is. Okay, so first of all, we got to put this thing down. So you got to start down here in the lower half. You do not get any access to any other parts of this rock, and you got to work your way up and around. This, though, is amazing. 4 little caverns. This is the most I have ever seen. Usually you get 3, but I have had one where you got 2. This 4, though, is amazing. I just will point that out. Where is my 3 spots? My 3 spots are there, and there. If we go for the center, are we going to get any kind of luck at all? I really wish we had one out here in the center area, because it would push the resources out to the edge, but I guess I'm not going to get that lucky. Now, this looks concerning to me already. See this little glip here? The crater is clipping through, and that's a concern because, like I said, I've already dealt with a couple of issues on this map, and it appears that this clipping is a part of the problem. Anyway, we're going to put it here. Got to guess somewhere, people, and we're going to hope for the best. So we got 1. Really? Oh, we're going to get a second one. It's a bit buried. I'm just looking around because, again, not my first rodeo, but we are going to get that 10 done there. Not my first rodeo, but let's see what we've got hidden underneath here. All right, so can we get 6 out of that? Well, we'll definitely get 4 out of that. I'm really worried about this clipping here. This is going to be trouble. We'll worry about that in a minute. Okay, so while I'm doing that, I guess we can take the car and drive around a little bit. Now, this is actually like I said, just to get out of this first level takes about 45 minutes. So this is probably going to be a multi-episode, just because of the complexities of working on this big rock. We do have a couple uraniums here. Let's see. Do you want to go for the iron first? This is, well, of course, is what they're researching. And it's ramps to get up into the next levels. Hey, that looks really cool, right? The ramps are buggy. So we'll deal with them. But they want light alloy. And in this case, I have to do it by feathers. I know, that's kind of quirky, but sure. All right. And this new thing called an elastoscope, which I guess makes things flexible. Cool. So there's lots to be done here. Hydrocarbons, carbon, those are chem lab stuff. Sure. Thread, direct from feathers is pretty straightforward. Now, as for the light alloy, feathers, once again, pretty straightforward. Strong alloy is carbon and iron, but they are made in cubicles. And, of course, if we want cubicles, that means we have to have power. There's no power in this lower half of the asteroid except for fusion power. So we have to work with what we got. Sure. It does look like a little sun gets over here. I doubt there's any, yeah, there's no energy here, though. It just doesn't happen. Okay, so, where do you want to start, Max? Well, you got to get this guy something. I'm trying to figure out the cubicles, whatever they are. And the reason is that means I got to get this, I got to get power to these guys, right? Right, so titanium, carbon and iron. Carbon and iron. So here's our iron. So can I get power to come around the back side of this and then plug into 2 of those? Whoosh. Woosah. Let's hope so. Let's hope that's how that's going to work for us. All right, well, then you know what? You might as well go for the complicated stuff, dude, and just rock and roll. Wow. Max, you're starting off hard today, aren't you? Yep. Sure are. Let's go. Okay, so out of the 3 landing zones, what's going to give me the best? Well, I mean, unfortunately, these aren't great landing zones. I really wish one of them was more in the middle as a circular reference, but we'll make this work. All right, let's go. We got things to do, people, and it's No slow time to do it. Of course, then we'll get, as soon as we get his first manufacturing unit up and running, then we, of course, can get this up and running, which, of course, is going to allow us to get some more stuff up and running. In fact, we're going to slap a few more, another one on here, just so as we can get that iron up there a little faster. We'll use these 2 for the feathers. We're going to use these 2 for the cubicles. After that, it's a guessing game, people. I've got nothing for you. All right, so keep pumping out that iron. At least for the short term. For the short term, we're gonna handle it this way. Where's my car? Take this, drive around a little bit, get a little bit of research going on. Yep, there we go. I don't think there's anything else down here. Anyway, I'll handle that. They take a couple of seconds before they start respawning anyway. We'll take another 24 of that. Sure. What do you want to handle now? I say we go for this. We'll take the easy win here. Add our second launch pad. We'll get a couple of these up and running. I'm trying to leave enough space here to wire things around later, so we'll do that. What do you got for me now? I'll take another 24. Just keep slamming it in. Just keep slamming that in. We're going to need all the cash we can get. Cash money, people, is what it's all about. You betcha. All right. So we got to get back to heavy alloy, right? Strong alloy, iron, right. These all cost a lot of money. So there's going to be 1. There's going to be 2. All right, so inside, outside. Cool. We'll take your money. And I got to try and remember to stay on top of this. We'll take your methane gas. And yeah, I know you guys want carbon and iron. Or I can go for the free reactor with uranium. Okay. Well, I guess we'll get our third launch pad down and we'll get some uranium up there. Sure. We're just going to put these 2 over here for the moment. I'll probably end up moving those, but we'll deal with that later. Okay, back to this experiment, because we'll have to put in a reactor right probably here, and then run the wiring back here. Let's take the car before it glitches through the mountain and I get more problems than I need, and we'll pick up some cash money on the way through. All right. So, how many can you get here? I'd love to have 4. Do you want to put the power plant in first? Yeah, probably. Let's go right about there. Yes. Well, let me tell you, space is premium here, people. We're not getting a lot of it, and you got to work really hard. You got to work really hard for everything you want. Let's try and sneak this down here. And I gotta not run 1 but 2 wires. Oh man, that stinks. Too bad there wasn't like a split plug. I really could use a split plug right now. Sure, he says. Well, this one has got to run to the other one. So it can run up this way temporarily and then plug into there. Okay, well, let's get the other one off of there. Yeah, come on. You gotta be just as cool as the other guy. And don't get messy. Don't get messy. I gotta try and get 4 things out of this thing. I don't think you're gonna get 3 out of this thing myself. I think you've already stuck yourself. Yes. Oh, come on. Yes, come on. You're not going to get more than 3 out of that, dude. Because you got no piping. You got no piping room. Darn it. Okay. Sure. Okay, well, it is what it is, people. Sometimes you got to work with what you got. You got to work with what you got. Sure. All right, we're going to come in there. Come in there. We're gonna sneak this right up to there. Okay, this side. Well, if that side's only got 3, I gotta definitely get more than, I gotta get a lot out of this. Oh man, this is bad. Can I Please give me something decent. Oh, come on. All right, listen, can we... We're going to try to do a little bit of a sneak back off here, and then try to get it to catch anyway. All right, yep. I'm telling you, people, this is challenging. You know, you're trying to find literally by the pixel. We're literally fighting for every pixel, people, as I'm trying to keep the money flowing in here as fast as possible. Every pixel counts. Okay, we'll take that one. Please let me have this one. Yes. Good job, good job. Okay. Okay. We're gonna come up there like this, like that. All right. And then we're gonna do 1 and 2 and a little bit of a thing. Come on now. Work with me. Work. Yeah. Work it. Work it. Really? Is this plug going to be that fussy? No. I need the plug. Oh, thank you. All right. So we need to take this, put you right there, and we're going to swing you in there. We're going to swing you up. Everything counts as room, people. Room is tough. All right. So come up around like this. That's going to handle that. Please tell me. You haven't put power into that reactor yet, you goof. Well, that's okay. That's fine. We'll fix that. We can fix that. Do you want to go 1, 2 here? Yes. There's 1. There's 2. Okay. No, don't do it like that. That's sloppy. And trust me, we're already working on a lot of sloppiness here. Okay, so we got you and you and you. Let's get the power up and running. So these are going to take 6. That's 3 of these. Which way are you going to come with this piping? Well, I mean, you really... I don't know. Well, this isn't going to matter because you've got to bring this piping downwards to cut into this. So 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to swing this around this way. Sure. Let's get rid of that for a second. Yeah, take your money. See, I get so focused on the design part because I mean every ounce counts here. That you will soon forget to keep cashing in on that money. Okay, are we getting anywhere? Not yet. Yes, I do got to launch this into space somewhere. Somebody needs launched into space somewhere. I really need 6 out of this pack, but I don't think I'm going to get it. So I really wish I could get 2 out of this. I really do. I don't think I can, though. Yeah, see, I just can't get it in close enough. That's making me a sad Max. Anyway, it is what it is. We're going to stick that in there. We're going to circle him over there and stick him in there for now. Okay, well, that will handle that. Let's keep this going. Yeah, we'll take your gas. We're going to take your iron. Okay, there's my strong alloys. Why haven't you done anything yet? Because you guys still think that you're not working. And you still don't think you have power either. Why is that? You're at 6, 3. Yeah, okay, what's your problem? Okay, did you not like the power I gave you earlier? There we go. Okay, there's your 3, there's your 6. Make things happen, people. Okay, so we're going to take... which one do you want to take? I think we take this one and drag it back. And then... it's... well, you know what? you really don't have much choice but to take this one and drag it back. No, that's your power plant, dude. Don't worry about that. You're okay. Take this one, drag it back. You know what? Get your cash. Get your cash money. Yeah, because you're going to need every dollar you can get. Yeah. What do you got for me? Strong alloy, which we will send here shortly. Sure. I'll do that. So here's my problem, right? First problem of the day, right? So I would love to send this back on this rocket. The problem is I really can't do that because I will block any access to this, which is not good because we want access to this, which means I got to go this way with it. All right, that's fine. Except if I go this way too far, I'm going to have to drag it up here, I think. Okay. Well, you need heavy alloy. You need light alloy with feathers. Do you want to work with the feather parts now? This one's going to be a pain. Sure, he says. Feathers it is. Let's do the feathers on the right first. Because that's a thing. Okay. We can get 2 extra power out of that, but that's really not a good idea. I think we should go for some spare power right here. And I'm going to have to circle it around this way. Okay. So, power. Let me tell you, power really does throw a messy mix into everything. Because of the extra wiring. It's really unfortunate. And I still don't know why we can't do bridging. Like, what I wouldn't give to have a little bridge over this. I mean, come on, birds. I mean, figure this out already. You know. Okay, so one of these wires is going to have to come back this way. The other one's got to come over that way. The problem is that now you've surrounded this rocket and you can't use it for anything else. So you're going to have to take that power wire all the way this way. Okay. Believe it or not, this is a thing you have to do in this game, people. And you're about to block that one. Darn it. Do we really want to block that one, or do I want to try and shove that iron that way? I think we go like this for now, and then okay, we'll do it that way for now. Okay, so it's going to get the feathers started there. So we want to take this heavy iron here, and we're going to stuff that with light alloys. Yeah, take your money, dudes. Take that. So light alloy, right? And that requires a chemical lab. Well, of course it does, because it's another big building that I've got no room for. Okay. Do you want to try and put it here? As you're trying to make decisions in life about what it is you want to do. Okay. I'm going to actually pull a little bit of this extra bit here over this way and put it into that rocket. We're then going to take this and stuff it into there. We're going to take this and stuff it into here. And now we're going to take this and we're going to run it up here to this rocket. Like so. Right? There's my light alloy. Done. All right. Yep, you can have that. You are the same deal, my friend. Well, you need heavy alloy going to light alloy. Yeah, because you got, well, it's not really. It's actually running pretty fast. Could you get it over to that rocket? Yes. If you clean this pipe up some, you probably could. Okay, so we got to come around Mr. Birdbath here. Now you can run down this way for a second. We need to kill this pipe here for a second. We need to do this. 1, 2, and then you can take a pipe off of that. There we go. Boom. So we've got, we're running iron up in this rocket for now. We may have to transfer that iron over to this rocket as a, like, we'll call this the raw resource rocket, and this will be the refined resource rocket. So we can't be shoving all this iron in there because it'll get too slow even for later on stuff. All right, but we'll deal with that later on because that's Max's problem later on. Sure. So this iron here is basically a waste. There's not much you can do about that, people. Here, drive around here, pick up a few things for a minute, would you? Yeah, come on down here. There you go. All right, you can go back up here for a minute. Okay, so now you, same deal. We want to make a, we might as well keep using the room that you've got down here. Yes. And so we're gonna do, what am I trying to put in here? Oh, feathers. Right. Okay, so there's the feathers there. Do you want to go for the feathers first? Probably should, because you got to deal with the wiring. Yep, the wiring. Okay. And this is where the wiring makes a mess of things. Okay. Let's try this right about there. Okay. Now, okay, we're gonna put that right there. Okay, what would you like now? Acid, silicon, and water. I don't have any of those things. None of these things. I'll tell you right now, the water isn't down here. Neither is the acid, and neither is that. It's up on a ramp somewhere. So good luck with that, buddy. We'll give you this, though. What else would you like? Sure. We'll take that. We want this, and then we're going to sneak this out and around like this, up this side. And we're going to have to stop here for a second because this pipe is way too wide, and it's going to have to, it's got to allow for two things to come up here, right? So this pipe has to come up here. And then this pipe is going to have to come up here again, right? We're also not sending feathers out yet. Darn it. Can I... And I hate this about power cords. A lot of them, you can't just unplug them and start again. You actually got to redraw them. Yeah, come on. There we go. You could do a separate pipe just for the feathers alone, but... Okay. So I need a pipe. Right, but you can't do it that way. Darn it. What about you? Are you going to be able to give me feathers? Yes. All right, well then we will not worry about you. I will pull the feathers off of... No, I can't do it from him either. Because we've got no room here either. You know what? You do now. Poof. Gone. Congratulations. You've now got room to get your feathers around. Okay, hopefully. Sure, he says. So we're gonna do this, do that, and then sneak this feathers around here like this. I still gotta get one more pipe in there. Let's not kid ourselves, people. In fact, we're gonna have to probably do this to make this work. We're gonna sneak that over here, and then this one we're actually gonna sneak. We're actually gonna take this out. We're going to pull this back just for a second. All right, just for a second. We're going to put this back here some. And then pull this pipe over this way. This now gives us more than enough room to get two more pipes up there. Now, I could condense these pipes, but that isn't going to help me with this. So now that the feathers are going, this is going, the things are going. Yeah, well, they're going. I don't know. Something's going, but where it's going, I don't know. So, let's do this and do that. Okay, so this will go into. Oh, you've already got one of those, dude. You don't need that second one. You can go into there, and you can come into here, and you can sneak up here. There we go. There's our light alloys. How's that? That's pretty cool, isn't it? Okay. Believe it or not, that's a thing. Light alloys. I know. Who could imagine it? That's 10 out of 10. Yay, us. How we doing? We're at 29 minutes. All right. Let's see if we can't get the elastoscope to get the ramp to work before we do. Before we wrap up this first level and probably this first episode of the craziness. So as I'm not playing for like 2.5 hours and hurting myself. So the elastoscope, plastic, which is hydrocarbons, which is that and water, or that and methane. Well, I guess we know what we're doing there, aren't we? Yeah. Do you remember this little side quest? Yes. Well, we're going to take some of that. We're going to try and add a little more to it, and we're going to stick that into a chemical lab and hopefully get some hydrocarbons out of it. I would like to have 2, if possible. Cool. Right? Because we're feeding this side's getting the raw carbon, so we can use this side for the double hydrocarbons. Cool. I know. So we're going to push this to the limit. Okay. So, because something tells me I'm not getting any more than 2 or 3 of these in here. Yeah, you're not getting any more than 2 in there, dude. Look at that. That stinks. Okay, that's fine. Everything is fine. Okay, that's that. Let's do some methane gas. Do you want to go for this one to be the thing? Sure, right? You could do carbon. You can do stuff and things here. Yes, I can. I can do stuff and things here. Gosh darn it. Okay, so there's that one. There's that one. That's going to give me my hydrocarbons. Okay, so now we want the hydrocarbons to come into a thing like this. Now we want hydrocarbons and 2 plastic to come out of this. Really? That's a pretty tall order. Well, yeah, I know. But it's not, because then I need thread. And thread is feathers. And guess what, Mr. Feathers? I need you to give me that there to do that. So thread is a refiner. Okay. So we've got these feathers here that are going to go into a refiner. Boom. We've got this plastic. No, back to thread. Yep, that's fine. I really wish there was more tabs, or if I could just scroll back through the tabs I had. It drives me crazy sometimes. I got to actually go twice. So back to right, plastic. So we've got UU, and so we need 1 pipe coming out of this thing for just the carbon. Okay. You know what? I can actually go to this side of the rocket and just dump it over here. There we go. Right? Yep. Now, next is I need 1 of those for plastic, right? Yeah, and then I need 2 of those for plastic, and I need 1 of those plastics, and that's frozen. Darn it. You can't put a heater there because you need this to be all methane gas. Okay. How do you want to handle that, Max? Well, you're going to handle it like this. You're going to put 1 plastic there. You're going to put the other plastic here. like this. Okay, so this plastic's going to come up here and go straight to the rocket. This plastic's going to come in here, and is it? Wow. Well, the feathers are going to come over here, right? There's my thread, and there's my plastic, and oh, it needs a stuff factory. No, and that's 6 power. No, that's terrible. I need another power plant. No. Okay. It's fine. It's fine, Max. You need a stuff factory. Well, you got to have one. So, you can see, there's challenges here all the time. You know? There's challenges all the time. All the time. Sure. Where are you going to put this power plant at, Max? I don't know. Okay. Yep. Okay, well then this power plant's going to have to handle that. Which means you've got to give him another jigger thing. I don't think he's going to be able to handle that, dude. Well, yes, 2. And 6 is 8. Okay. Okay, we're going to have to do it this way. Okay, so... Alright, this one we have to fix. So, you are going to have to come down here like this. You and you are going to have to combine into this. And then you guys can go into that. Alright, so that's going to bring the power up on that to 8. Now for the stuff factory. The stuff factory can go in here like this. That's my thread. This is my plastics. Right. You can now plug into that. And that's going to be my 8. There's my jiggers. Okay. But this bird is... this bird bath over here is dead. So now we got to fix that. And it needs power to fix it. Where are you getting the power from? Well, the power will come from here. You've made that wire too high. You're going to have to do this. You got to sneak it around this side of the thing. There you go. You can have that 6 power. Okay, these 2 are going to have to go. And we did say, like, some things are done temporarily, so we're gonna have to take those 2 out. Let's move a little bit more production down here instead, and we'll do that. Can we make that happen? I don't know. We're gonna try though. Sneak you? No. Don't you? Yep, always someone fussy, isn't there? Yeah, okay, fine, whatever. Listen, dude, I need you to do that. Fine, I'll take the 3 of you doing that. What are we doing here with these 3? Well, they are going in, and I mean, really, there isn't a lot going out of that tube. We could try to put the 4 of them here. Anyway, you still got to work on power, dude. Work on the power. Okay, so this power is going to go here. I don't actually need a lot of power out of this. You know what you also need? Is a place to put a ramp. Because you got none. Like, no place to put a ramp, dude. I mean, you might be able to sneak a ramp up here. If you move this around and then pull this wire back. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty tight for you to get that in there. Okay. We gotta, yeah, but this is still gotta get up and running first, dude. Alright, so let's sneak this back around. Just hold on a second. I am working my way back around, people. I realize it looks a little confusing. And it is. Because of things, people. Alright. Do that. Okay, we're going to take a power wire, and we're going to sneak in the back of this guy. You actually need to go... Listen, I need you to sneak around this guy like this and go to Mr. Birdbath. No, stop. Stop it. I really wish you could do rotate with the middle mouse button, just like direct round rotate. No. Do not. Oh, I really hate that. Okay. You want to be that fussy? Watch this. I'll get you in there. You just don't know it yet. Okay. Where's my stuff factory? Put the stuff factory back in. Okay, we'll back these off just a wee bit. Take Mr. Stuff Factory. Put him back in there. There's one. There's two. There's his plug. But I got to get this guy more power. He needs one more thing. Okay, like that. All right, that's going to get his 6. He'll need 2 more power before that's all up and running. The feathers are back up and running. The plastics are backed up. We have that. Boomins that. All right. That's all the things, people. That's all the things. And that's how you fill the whole lower bowl of stage 1 of this crazy part. Okay. So, now for the bridging. You still haven't got a way up to the top somewhere. Where are you going to do that? Well, this is my best candidate. I mean, there's very little room here, right? I am working with, like, very little top. So, I say we take this. We'll take this one out. We'll move him back just a wee bit. Yep. Now, this wire that's going in the back of this, I am going to hate myself for this. But I gotta try it. So I gotta run this power wire back here, but then come around this way, do this way, and into this way, and into that way. Okay, there we go. This is the only spot it looks like I'm gonna get for this ramp. All right, the plateau ramp. All right, this ramp auto-adjusts to the terrain and adheres to the asteroids while evenly distributing stress. Sure, a lot of stuff. Ruth, I'll focus on the strange detector. If needed, you can use my lab to build more ramps, but I want it back. So we could use the opportunity to make more booms too, right? Sure, but the ramps have got to come first. So, unfortunately, ramps also use strange points, and so making tiny craters and ramps use the same stuff. So that's where that is. All right. Meanwhile, the captain has now come on. You get 2 strangelet points for making the strangelet detector. His craziness. He wants lasers and actual microchips, which you actually have to make from circuit boards and conductors using the electronics factory, which, of course, all the things. We're going to accept it. We're going to accept it, and we still can't take anything from the good doctor yet, because we're still trying to push ahead on that. But I am gonna save this, okay? Because I am very nervous about this ramp. Okay, so we're gonna continue playing. We're gonna try and put the ramp in, and then if that works, we'll end the episode here. So here comes the ramp. Okay, so 1 ramp done. Excellent. This has now got us up to the water level. This is actually crystal. We've got some uranium up here for power. This is a terrible second level. I just want to point that out. Gee, Max, the things you get yourself into. Okay, but hey, we have made it up to level 2. You betcha. So, with that, I'm Max. This, of course, has been Starbirds. This is the first of the level 7. Next episode, this is where we're going to continue, people. We're going to continue with level 7. And just trying to get to the next level of the next level of the next level. Of course, the captain wants things. Obviously, we can get them water now, so we'll just put that on the list for now. We'll take that. We're going to put this on there. We'll put that on there. Okay, but at least let's see how we're actually doing here before we cut this out. So it's not great. You know, we've got 1 stars and a lot of stuff. Light alloys winning. Big wins there. It's like, yeah, we got that. The elastoscope, unfortunately, is not... I would have liked to have gotten 2 stars out of it, but... I mean, we are pushing ourselves here. I mean, pretty crazy, people. I mean, come on. Cut me some slack, right? I mean, you know, the things I'm doing here. The things I'm doing, right? Here, let's turn it around this way because this is the way we've been working most of the time. What is the problem? I would say that the problem is that you're sending too many feathers to too many locations. But it is what it is, people. Sometimes you just send feathers to too many locations. So, I mean, these poor feathers, these poor birds can only nest so much. It is what it is. But we are doing great for light alloy. I mean, that's awesome. Strong alloy actually is 2 stars, and I'm actually okay with that. You know, if you can get 2 stars across the board everywhere, it doesn't take very much to get 3 out of a couple of them and take the extra bonus win. So that's a thing. So with that, as mentioned, this is Starbirds. I'm Max. Next episode is the continuation here of Level 7. I want to thank y'all for watching and all those that are enjoying the series. Within the series of this, we got a couple of new games. I got another game coming out right after this, and Mr. Prepper, who of course takes up a lot of time to do all his craziness. It's going to be pretty crazy. Thanks everybody for watching and all the things. We'll be back to continue with Level 7. I'll see y'all on the next one. Take care.